It's a lovely day, and there's a new company set up a bike hire scheme in Manchester, Mobike. They're Chinese, I think, and I thought I'd hire one of the bikes, see what it's like whilst my bike is in for service, and then I'd take you for a tour around Manchester, visiting some of the locations that I have used in scenes from various of my books. So this is the bike, single frame, shock down one side like that, drum brake on the front, disc brake on the back, LED lights and a shaft drive. I've never had something with a shaft drive before. You need an app, which I would show you, but it's on the phone, which is what I'm currently using as the camera, thanks to my lovely assistant Penny, who's not in shot. There's a QR code. You use the QR code, it unlocks this lock at the back, and then you're cycling around, and GPS somewhere in it works out how far you've gone and charges you. There's a £29 deposit to start using the system, which I have paid, and this we found out earlier was kind of good. That to adjust the size. So I'm going to have a go on it in a moment, and ride around town and show you some of the places where I basically kill people. This is Albert Square, currently home to the Manchester International Festival, and one of the locations for Northern Gorehouse. Tram tracks are over there. There's a big scene takes place just over there. You can't see it right now. There's all the stuff in the way. And one of the key places in the story is right behind this building. There's going to be a tower just there where all the vampires live. In the first draft it was 2 towers, inspired by a plan to put 2 towers over there, which may or may not happen. They look just like fangs sticking up into the sky, which was one of the things that inspired the whole idea. I was supposed to be videoing the experience as I went along, but I set the phone up wrong and it didn't even record any of this. So we've got the view from my chest as I pedal along, and I was supposed to talk about the ride of the bike and all of that, and you could maybe pick some of it up on the microphone from the action camera, but it's not a very good microphone. So what did I think? Well, it was quite wobbly because of the bag in the basket, which was entirely my own fault, so I can't really judge the bike on that. Apart from that, very low geared, which is perfectly fine for cycling around town, short journeys and everything, but not what I'm used to. So after a while it began to grind, and it was almost painful towards the end how low geared it was, and how many times that my feet had to go around for any one turn of the back. And the other odd thing to me was the pedals seemed to be quite wide apart. I think that's the shaft mechanism is fatter than a normal chainring, so it was displaced. So all in all, not a bike I'll ride again, but that's because I have 3 bikes in the living room that I can pick one to go out on any time. If you just need to go from one side of town to the other, it's not so bad. If you're not used to cycling so much, yeah, it's okay, it's fun. And, well, let's, in a moment, we're going to come to the first of my places that I visited along the way, and then I'll speed up all the rest of the footage of us moving, and take a zip around town and show you various places from books that I've written. Coming up first, St Anne's Square. This is St Anne's Square. which doesn't feature in Zombies vs Vampires / Northern Gorehouse, but was the location for the whole of a story called Kettled, which I'll put a link to. And we're off again. Down here we have another key scene from Northern Gorehouse. This is the back of the building I was showing you earlier, which is being knocked down and turned into something. And in the story, this is where the entry to the tower is. This is the bit that they're currently knocking down with John Rylands, which was in a previous video, in the background. So let's pretend that the vampires are going to live in whatever's built on top of this, because you never know, maybe they will. Right, back to Deansgate. Tower, where some scenes happened. There's a hold on. There's not a lot actually happens in the tower during the story, but down here at the entrance and on the junction nearby, which is here, there's a fairly important scene takes place. I use somewhere called Tent Town in the story, which various key events take place. We'll go and say hello to the Buddha by the water. Buddha by the canal. He looks happy. There's geese. Geese never look happy. Ooh, and a burnt out boat. That's not good. Is he calming the place?
You rub your stomach, mate. It's supposed to give you good luck, south facing.
I'll come back for that. Cheers. There's lots of back streets back there that I forgot to check on where things happened as well. And then, if we come along here, into the shadows, which is nice, and turn left, there's another set of scenes take place down here, and then all the way back to where I started. 24 pence it cost me, which would mount up over time, which is one of the reasons I have a bike. Would I use it again? No, I don't think I will, because like I keep saying, I've got bikes. But I hope other people will use it, and I hope the business will grow, because we need more bikes in our city centres. Don't forget to buy Kettled and all of the other Rain and Bullet stories. Pick up Slashed and Pickers, which are the previous 2 books by Garth Owen, which is my other pen name. And keep your eye out for Northern Gorehouse, which should be coming in October of this year.